unicorns. They are born, they are horny and fluffy and made of magic. I want to find a unicorn and fly down a river of fruit salad.
Hello unicorn enthusiasts! So I just did this whole entire video and realized that my camera was not even on. This video comes in 5 parts. Part 1, it is finally cold enough to where I can wear like my scarf and boots, like everywhere. I'm so excited. Part 2, it was Crystal's birthday yesterday, which is super awesome, especially since I totally forgot to think of a present. But I have come up with an idea. Crystal, you can punish me and make me do anything you want. I will do a challenge, a punishment, anything totally embarrassing or just hard, I can do anything. Part 3, Halloween. So my mom is like really awesome at sewing, and so she like made us all a costume. My younger sister is Dorothy, my older sister is a 50s housewife, and I'm gonna be Cleopatra, which is super crazy awesome. Part 4, NaNoWriMo. So I'm really excited because I just figured out about NaNoWriMo like 1 month ago by watching the Vlogbrother videos where John did it. And I can't believe I've never heard of this before. I mean, I've known Chelsea for like forever and she's been doing it for like 4 years. Part 5. Crystal, I totally love your part of the story. That is fantastic and I'm super excited. Here we go. He noticed a sign hanging above the door. It read, Marley's Toy Emporium. Gary's heart fell to the bottom of that plastic bag. He was to be placed on another dusty shelf, doomed to wait forever. But Gary couldn't believe that all was hopeless. This man may give him to a child, but even if he had to sit on a shelf, Gary would have to be bought at some time. Wouldn't he? He had to be. He couldn't bear the thought of a child never playing with him ever again. He was determined to remain optimistic as the man opened the faded red door and walked into the creaking building. As Gary looked around quickly to see if he could spot where he may possibly be placed, an odd look came upon his face. Where were all the toys? There were dozens of worn-out white and red shelves hanging from the walls, but not a single toy lay upon them. Well, this made no sense to Gary whatsoever. Maybe this was a different kind of toy store? But how could it be a toy store at all if there weren't any toys? Gary was baffled and decided that fate was just playing a cruel joke on him. He may as well give up and not care at all. What was the point? But then as all hope seemed lost, Gary felt a little tickle in the pit of his stomach. Gary had only ever felt that tickle before when a child would play with him, and he was completely happy. Gary looked up just as the old man took him through a hidden door that appeared as a wall panel when unopened. He slowly walked down the rickety staircase to what Gary assumed was the shop's basement. It was also not filled with toys, but just a single red door. Gary wondered what a perfectly clean door was doing in a dirty, broken-down building. It was sitting in the middle of the room, which struck Gary as odd. Why would someone put a door in the middle of a room and not up against a wall where it may lead to somewhere? Gary's little brown head was practically spinning with confusion as the old man pulled Gary up to his wrinkled face. Well, little bear, said the elderly fellow, I hope you enjoy your new home. The man smiled and then grabbed a small basket that sat next to the staircase and then proceeded to place Gary in it. As the man turned the white door's brass doorknob, Gary's heart did a little pitter-patter. There was that tingly feeling in his tummy again, but this time it was so strong that Gary swore he was going to burst. As the queer door that should have led to the other side of the basement opened, Gary's face dropped. The man took one step into the seemingly enchanted door, and Gary's little plastic pink nose itched with excitement. The old man sighed and said, Welcome to